Hello everybody, it is Corey from Gemini Guitar and we're back for some metal riffing today. And what this is a pretty fun thing to try out for yourself. What I've done here is just taken little subgroups of minor second intervals and I'm using a Strum-Slide technique and switching between them. So effectively what I'm doing in this is I'm just doing a Strum-Slide between these subgroupings and then, just changing around at my leisure. Not really concerning myself too much with how it sounds. I'm just experimenting a bit to get an more off the wall sort of sound happening, which I think this achieves. So yeah, 6th position to 5th, and then 5th to 3rd, and then 3rd to 2nd to start out. And then we're going to go back up from 2nd to 3rd, 3rd to 5th, and 5th to 6th. So this is a pretty cool place to start if you're new to doing this sort of thing. You can just basically loop it. And then as you get better at it, you can speed it up. And it sounds really cool and fun when you speed it up. It's very good for practicing position shifting skills, and you'd be surprised how tricky it is when you're starting out with power chords. Okay, so for the second part of it, what I'm doing, starting out 6th to 5th, and then 5th to 6th. And then we're going to go from 6th to 9th, and then 9th to 8th, and then 8th to 6th. So we'll have a look at that. And I think after that I just went back into the other idea. And then to finish with, I ended up going down all the way to the 1st position like this. So yeah, 6th to 5th, 5th to 6th, 5th to 3rd, 3rd to 2nd, and then I think 2nd to 3rd, 3rd to 2nd, and then 2nd to 1st. So we get now the reason I did that was because then I can resolve to the low E. And one thing I was thinking about the other day is that most metal music that you listen to actually is basically in the key, regardless of what tuning it's in. Of course, different bands use different tunings, but it's effectively an E standard tuning, or a D standard or C standard or whatever. Then of course you have the drop tunings. But the point being is that for the majority of the time, metal bands will make use of the actual, the absolute lowest note on the guitar that it's tuned to as the resolving or the root note. And then they can do other stuff around that, of course, but that tends to be, what happens most of the time, because it's just got that really guttural, visceral, more violent sort of sound about it. It's a darker, heavier sound, so yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the idea slowed down. You can practice along with that, and then what I would encourage you to do after you've learnt this is just to have a muck around with different positions. You can go higher or lower. Try it out on different strings, the 5th and the 4th string and stuff, and just see what you can come up with, So it's a pretty cool creative idea that you can try out. So let's have a look at it. That last chord I'm ending on there is a 7-sharp-9 chord, actually. It's made popular by Jimi Hendrix, and I think Guns N' Roses ended one of their songs with that chord shape. Can't remember what song, but I think it's off Appetite for Destruction. I was listening to that album the other day and, remembering just what a great album it is. And yeah, one of the songs ended on that, so I think that's what made me do it. Guns N' Roses made me do it. Okay, so that wraps things up for today's lesson. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can head on over to the website. There is the download store there available, so you can purchase any or all the products. And until the next lesson, bye for now.